Hello, my name is Bret. I'm a registered nurse with Spectrum Healthcare. I'm currently working at Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio, Texas. I've been with Spectrum for about a year now, and they've given me the opportunity to have a very, very unique job that I haven't been able to have before. And I looked online, and there was just a big variety of different companies out there. And I'd been pretty new to the contracting world, so I did look at Spectrum, and one of the first things I noticed was it was very highly rated by the users. And so then when I started actually doing my research, and then I found a couple of people that I knew that worked with Spectrum, I had worked with them in the past, I did reach out to them first, and they had nothing but great things to say for the company. And I kind of understand why. After being here for a year, I kind of get it. The thing that impressed me the most about even from the very beginning, when I first did my application process through Spectrum and dealing with the HR, with other contracting companies, it seemed like the other ones that I'd been involved in and had worked with before, they were more focused on their contract, getting their money, work with the individuals, the jobs that they would do. They would have nurses working for them. They would have truck drivers working for them. They didn't focus. And that was the thing that I really loved about Spectrum, is that they focus on healthcare. They're not out there trying to, have a contract with somebody doing a writing job or something that's they're not kind of outreaching, for what they're able to do. And that's one thing that I've found with Spectrum, is that they do know healthcare, and they can understand us. They understand the professional's needs, the job. They can sync the person up, because there's a lot of companies out there that will basically, oh, you're a nurse, you're good, we're just going to pigeonhole you into this position, not really knowing what that position entails. But it seems like with Spectrum, they research and they know every position that they have for their contract, what they need, and they do a very good job, from what I've seen, of marrying the individual up with the position that's needed to be filled. I do look forward to coming work every day. I honestly do. I know it sounds cliche, but I work with a fantastic team. I gotta thank Spectrum for putting me in this position with this group of individuals that I'm working for, with the positions that I work for, the other nurse, the LVNs, and even the other people in the clinic. It truly is a team effort, and they do work well as a team, and everybody gets together so well. And the best part about it is, even when there is, I wouldn't say conflict, but if there's questions or something isn't going right, everybody is so open, and communication flows so well, and there's really never a bump in the road. It's honestly been the happiest that I've been going to a job probably the last 10, 15 years or so, to be honest. But we've had some things that popped up that were unique, that necessarily wouldn't be spelled out specifically in the contract. It would be one of those things in the gray areas. And that is the one thing I've loved about Spectrum since the beginning of when I started my communication with the HR and with the individuals there, is they were very professional, but at the same time, very approachable and pleasant. And you don't feel like you're bothering anybody, or you're having a problem with reaching out and talking to them, and that's the other thing, great lines of communication. I've never waited more than a 24-hour period. If I did have a question or something that came up that somebody didn't reach out to me by phone or by email, or even if they didn't have the answer, then it's like one of these things we're going to work on. There's always a constant communication from the company. And as an employee, because a lot of contractors, you really feel like you're just a number. You're just a line number on that, and that's not the feeling I get with working with Spectrum, that's for sure. Like I said, it's just from the very beginning, from the application process to the hiring process to actually getting put in a position, getting put where I am. It's been a good ride. I got to say, it's just been wonderful so far, and it just seems like and it doesn't seem like it was like a lot of people would say, oh, you're lucky to be in this job, you're lucky to get this position or anything, but it doesn't seem like that way. It seems like there's a plan, there's a process that they have in place, and it seems to work quite well. Because everybody that I know that works with Spectrum, that works in their respective positions, they feel the exact same way. They're like, oh, this is the perfect place for me to be. No, I love being in this particular, whatever section that they're in. It's worked out really well.